Alright, so you have seen the numbers and you are interested. That is understandable. So, Kumawink tech, I will now go through and show you how it works. I actually did make a video about this like over a month ago, showing exactly what I'm doing right now. But I will take you through it and make you understand how those big numbers happen. Before you start building this, let me just say stop, watch this through, so that you understand how it works, because this will most likely not be fun for a lot of you. It is a weird build, it is weird, it's a weird way to play, and it's very RNG based. Although bounce for some reason are really good at hitting weak spots, so I don't know. Anyways, you could see this as some sort of exploiting. But if you're using bingo animation cancel, I mean that's exploiting too, right? It's in the game. I'm just playing around with it. You judge me if you want, but it's fun. I'm having fun with it. So the decision for me was either taking a break because Way of Winter is really boring, or build something stupid again. And I've been playing Bramini for 2 months now, and it's gotten to the point other people are claiming a build and whatever. As long as they're having fun, that's all I care about. So yeah, I tried to do an M4 backfire. Backfire freeze got nerfed, but you can still kind of do it. But it was so inconsistent that I just gave up on it. And instead I decided, I'll just build Kumawink. Let's go back to bounce, because bounce is what I know. And here we are. I built it as crit this time though, so it is more reliable than a full weak spot build. You can still run around just with Kumawink out, and you can still do decent damage with that. And it's for me it's really fun. Kumawink is just a fun gun in my opinion. The only downside of it is it has horrible bust damage, especially when you compare it to a sniper. But as I said, I made a video showcasing this actually over a month ago, and I just basically that time I played with Bramini. Now I'm just taking it with Kumawink, and now we're building crit, so we are adding another multiplier, and I'll show you like this is a lot of multipliers being put together to make some retarded bounces. Will it be nerfed? I don't know. As I said, it's been in the game for the entire time. But will this nerf the build, this video? I don't know. It's probably not gonna be super big. It's whatever. So let's just get into it. The build is a Kumawink build, or a bounce build, whatever you want to say. I'm just calling it the Kumawink tech, or Kumawink bounce tech, whatever. We are building Kumawink. Kumawink can trigger bounce no matter where you hit. It just increases the bounce chance when you hit a weak spot. So enjoyable, not so annoying when you meet non-weak spot mobs. It has bounce base damage plus 50%, really good for what we are doing here, and you will see. It has when magazine capacity is below 50% bounce trigger count plus 1. This just means that instead of one bounce going between you and a mob, you will have the bounce become 2 bounces, and it's not a bounce that is split in damage or anything. That it's a full damage bounce 2 times, and you will see it. So for we're still using not throw away, because we need a way to bounce for this to work. And we're going for crit damage, we're going for grade 1 damage, and we're going for weapon damage, and then the last one is whatever. If you can get elite damage, congrats, you got a perfect mod. Accessory. You can choose whatever you want. Stability though is really good on this gun, because it jumps a lot. But I went for accuracy because I am I am shoulder shooting this thing a lot, so accuracy helps more there. We're going with bingo. This is important because we are going to tamper with the bounces. As I said, is it exploiting? I don't know, up to you. There's many things in this game you can do. A lot of people are doing things that could be considered exploiting. I'm just having fun with it. Whatever, it's in the game. But yeah, and I'm going with rapid shot style with double crit damage. So go out there and get your rapid shot with double crit damage while it's cheap. Just joking, right? It probably won't, this video probably won't increase the price. Anyways, we're going heavy style on Kuma, and this is because the damage phase will start when you go below 50% of your mag. For me, it's like at 25 bullets or something like that. So yeah, let's check the mods. So I'm going vulnerability amplifier for the better bullseye, and I'm going with crit damage on targets with the bullseye. This is just good because then it adds to when I'm using Kumawink as well. But you can go with the normal crit one, it's fine. And the accessory is not that important here because in general you actually never really gonna shoot it. As I said, I have a video showing this, how to get buffs from a gun without even using it. It's a bounce tech thing. Crit chance is not actually super important in this build, and you'll see why with a mod. So let's check them out. So as I said, the damage phase starts at 50% and down, which makes momentum up extremely good for this, because when you get below 50% mag, you get 25% weapon damage. This one shows 30%, but its tooltip is wrong. And you want to get to that phase by shooting your first half of the mag super quick to build up all your buffs. We're using Lone Wolf, so we're building that up. We're using Deadshot, so we're building that up. We're building up the Bounce Cradle. We're building up the Bounty Hunter Cradle. We're building up other things as well that I probably forgot, but yeah. So momentum up. You cannot go faithful. You need weak spot damage, and you'll see why. We are using precision bounce for this one, and when you get below the 50%, this actually goes really fast up. Like at the 6 stack, you can do a little trick, and you can make it think that it's attacking with bingo. So this gives you a 100% crit chance, and it increases the damage by 100%. The DMG, I am not 100% sure if it's just like 100% of the damage you're doing, or if it's like added to the damage number. It's whatever, it's working. Oops. So yeah, we're playing with that. Again, crit damage, weak spot damage, crit damage, weapon damage, and grade 1 done. I'm doing rejuvenating because I just love this one for some reason. My crit mods are not the best, but again, you know what to go for. We're using Deadshot, as I said. We are building this up in the first half of the mech, and it applies a really good crit damage. And again, crit chance, crit damage, crit chance, crit damage, weapon damage, all this good shit. So yeah, let's see the cradles as well. Funny enough, rifle and SMG is actually in the same category here, so we can just stick with this one. This one is the free one. You can pick it whatever you want with it. This is really good because we are swapping back and forth a lot to tamper with the bounce bullet. Standard for anything, I think. Really good. It just applies by proccing bounce. That's it. We are applying bullseye without shooting bingo, as I said. I have shown this before, but we take it because we apply bullseye. This just ramps up bounce damage. It only adds 50% for 15 seconds. The tooltip is wrong. Not like that ever happened before, no. In one human. And Bounty Hunter again, because we are using bullseye. and it's a good buff. Now, how... Oh, another thing. So, we are using 4 Lone Wolf, 1 Bastille, and Tattoo Pants. And Tattoo Pants is really important because Kumawink can only bounce once. But with Tattoo Pants, it makes it so that it can bounce to like an ally and then bounce back again to the boss. So these are a must for this to work. Also a little fun thing, not that it's super important, but this bounce will prioritize enemies with higher HP. This seems to be a general thing. It also applies to Kumawink. The bounces will in general always go for the mob with the highest health pool. Even if it's like 10% HP, they will still like go for the highest health mob, or the mob that can have the highest health. So that makes it nice. That makes it easier to bounce, especially if there's a lot of mobs around and stuff. So yeah, that is the gear we're going with. Now, why is this broken? Well, because if you do a quick swap while there's bounces in the air, you can tamper those. You can make those bullets think that the other weapon is the one that is actually shooting them. Call it whatever you want. It's in the game, so I'm just having fun with it. It's whatever. If it gets removed, it gets removed. As you can see here, the damage is 383. That's for Kumawink. It's really low. But, well, it should still be the same. Yeah. So if we swap to Bingo, boom, a whopping 3,129 now. My Bingo is 4-star. Yeah. And Bingo also adds a whopping amount of weak spot damage to it. So this is completely without any buffs, anything stacked up, and I believe this is without covered advance too. I don't know why it's so low, but it should normally be up around 110%. Whatever. I guess it's part of... Okay. Disarmed. Anyways, so let's see how the build does. Okay, I have really poor FPS right now. Whatever. So we shoot. You see the bounces happening, right? So first we're stacking up shit. Now we are below the 24 bullets. So now I have the double the trigger count +1. So you can see the bounces split into 2, and those 2 can hit the same map. This is okay. This is where the damage phase starts. So we shoot and then we do a quick swap and back again. You see? It applies the Bingo as if it was the Bingo doing the bounces. And we get the Bingo buff. We get Bounty Hunter if Bingo hits headshot, or if the bounce hit headshots, then you also apply Bullseye. So stacking up a lot of buffs and start swapping. Right, so there is an extra trick to this. That is this buff. This is the mask mod. It's the one that gives you 100% crit chance and increase the damage by 100% of that bounce. This is where it gets really tricky and really weird. But you want to try and hit your Bingo as soon as that number 6 shows up, and then you will apply a whopping amount of damage. Right now we have no tower buff, we have no food buff, we have no nothing basically. It is just buffs from our gear, right? So you can maintain this. I have 22% common enemy damage, I think, and I'm not sure if impact affects dummy. I don't remember which one it is anymore. But as you see, like I am getting like very high numbers because of this swapping. And that's without anything. Like you can also, so for this one you would always use mixed fried hot dog, always. And if you can get the rapid pristine meat, you would make it with that for the increase effect. So let's try see it. Also, you can. There's many small tricks, right? But you can also dump your bingo, so that now it applies. And now it has. Okay, I don't know why this number is so low. It's not supposed to be like that, but you have this big damage. You have all these multipliers, and all these are applied to the bounce. Also, the base bounce damage. Everything is just coming together, and you can just do stupid damage. So this is just with food buff and 22 what's called 22 common enemy damage. Let's see if we can get some higher numbers. As I said, you wanna try to swap as it gets to the 6 stack. It can be a little funky at start, or if you are in a zone that is lagging, like I am right here, but you get used to it, and with better FPS and in a zone that is not super laggy or anything, this gets really easy to maintain. There's other things as well that plays in. Obviously turrets are still very good for this. They can. It's so laggy right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah. Just with food buff normally you can easily maintain like 100k plus. That's 231k right there. But as I told you, this is RNG based. It's very RNG based. It's very special playstyle, and it is definitely not for everyone. And yeah, there's just some spaghetti code playing in here as well. Let me just show you a video here. Alright, so this was just a test run. I was AFK most of the run, so 40-minute run, fucking world record. Alright, so one thing that I have not been able to redo is well, first there's some bounce mechanic, some hidden bounce mechanic that makes it so that it kinda don't. You never really have more than one bounce between you and an enemy, but you can up this with like alley bounces. But right here it is alley bouncing on my turret, and I cannot explain how this happens. And I've tried to redo it, but I cannot reliably get it to work. It just happens sometimes. Spaghetti code. But as you see on this swap, I did 635k here, 635k, 642k, and 243k. I think it might have something to do with the turret, but I have not been able to redo it, so I cannot explain why. But right here is over 2 million damage in that like split second. So is it strong? It is very strong. And as you can, if you pay attention to the health bar, you can see that it absolutely annihilates the boss. So yeah, this is very strong. I think it's very fun. You might not think it's very fun, and I understand that. It's weird. A lot of people will probably never find it fun. Anyways, as I said, it's a weird mechanic. Will it get nerfed because of this video? I have no idea. But it's in the game right now. Just like you can, what is called animation cancel, and a lot of other cheesy things you can do in the game. I'm having fun with it. Maybe you will have fun with it. So yeah, rework is coming. Remember that, rework is coming. TM, right? In maybe 3 years or something like that. You never know. Anyways, I hope you have a good weekend, and this was it for my little quick bounce tech. I hope, if you decide to play it, I hope you are going to have fun with it and not waste your star crown. You have seen it now. Don't blame me if you think it's not fun. Alright, so I wish you a very good day, and yeah, see you around.